But like, what? No, I mean, like, you're on for like, let's like get weird. What else can you like? I don't know.
Well, I mean,
You're on fire.
I feel like I can put out like a little extra fire if I do any fire attacks. I feel like I could probably like bump it up a little bit.
You feel that?
Yeah, I feel that.
Okay.
And I feel like if someone hits me with like a weapon, I feel like I could do even more damage to them with fire.
Wow, you have specific feelings.
Yeah. I don't know if there's a way for me to practice like you are.
Well, like,
Unless I am like really fully in battle.
What you do notice is as you're traveling, you're kind of floating above the ground by about a foot.
yeah.
Ooh.
And all the rough, terrain, all the challenges, other than like having to climb and actually go vertical, because you're not actually flying, you're just kind of floating.
Wait, I'm floating. Am I floating?
I was trying to like walk you up to it.
Okay, I think that's part of it now. I can just
Okay,
sort
you're
of
just-
like coast.
Don't be intellectual about it. Let's like really like let's like what feels interesting.
All right, I'm just gonna float around on difficult terrain.
Yeah, I mean, you bypass any of the roots and rocks and elements that would make it to where you'd have to almost like hop carefully through these like dense portions of the jungle. You just
Does it
scoot
look like
along
I'm a ghost?
It looks like you're a very dangerous ghost, or honestly a forest fire. But
Great.
I gotta create. You know like breadcrumb trails, right?
Yeah.
You know about like that story.
Of course, where there's like breadcrumbs and that takes you to a house where you get like eaten or
I
something
knew you
by a
would know
monster.
this story because it feels very pertinent to your reality.
What is it you want specifically? Tell me your dreams.
Well, I would love to never die.
Oh, God.
But that seems a little much. So, in just talking it out,
It's not an uncommon request.
oh, yeah, I guess that makes sense. That doesn't make it very special, though.
Yeah, basically.
It can make you very special. I mean, look at one of your companions.
Oh, shit. Right. Laudna. I was wondering if, do people ask to return to their youth?
Oh, yet another not very uncommon request, yes. Oh, I'm not judging you. I'm just saying it's been considered and granted before.
Interesting.
You wash from dream to dream. You had to come in here with one singular burning hope. One fire that burgeons and forces itself to burn, leaping from your chest, from your bones, to consume you. What is your passion?
Toys. I want to be the most famous toy maker the world has ever known.
Now that just requires a little bend of fate, doesn't it?
And as she extends her hand, you see like this weird golden thread that kind of now draws from your chest. It seems like it drifts into the shadow in both ways. Not towards her. It just kind of pulls from one end of the darkness to the other. And you watch her kind of reach her finger forward and tug on it. As it does, you feel this cold sensation rush through your body.
And what will you give me?
Oh. That room we were in before looks like you have a lot of stuff. What would you want?
Bring me a piece of what you hunt. Bring me a piece of the God Eater.
That's such a good ask. I'm not even mad about it. A piece of Predathos.
Mm-hmm.
That sounds impossible.
It does. But you all seem to be on the path to doing the impossible, aren't you?
We are. We do some simple arithmetic here. It's a deal.
You watch as she puts her hand over the lantern, and the flame, you realize at this point, it wasn't a yellow fire. It was almost like a colorless flame, like you were sitting in a space of monochrome light. And as she runs her hand over the lantern, the kind of whitish fire kind of carries over into her palm, and she extends it towards you. And as she clasps it, her fingers wrap around it and almost clamp back over her hand with how long they are compared to your tiny, gnomish clasp. As it does, you feel this cold flame touch your palm, and that golden thread, the only source of color in the space, seems to twist and tangle a bit. And she withdraws her hand.
Very well. Make me proud. And you be notorious.
Notorious. I feel taller already.
Good.
She leans back, and as you kind of blink for a second, the minute you open your eyes, you're back in the collection. Like it just washed back, and you're just standing there.
Well, get out.
Oh, sorry. Yes. Sir, Pushball.
The door opens up.
The door will be open. Oh no, the door is very.
Well,
How'd it go? What happened?
You don't look younger.
she loves me.
Oh yeah?
Sure.
Is that what you wished for?
Youth? Nah.
If I heard love you.
No.
Oh.
But it's kind of the rule when you're blowing out a candle. You don't tell anybody your wish. Right, or it won't come true.
Maybe.
Okay.
Maybe meaning yes.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not really. I'm not really in on her deals a lot, but I could see her doing that. Just being funny. But
Should
I
I
think
make a deal?
maybe.
Oh no. Let's
You
see how
all
this
can
one
make
goes
deals.
first.
It's fun.
That's fair.
Fine.
No offense, this one's low stakes. He's like you said, he's gonna die anyway. So
I feel like every day is a gift. I might not even make it to the delivery period.
It's true.
Sometimes you just gotta say yes to stuff. And how often do you walk by a fate stitcher?
I love
Yes, love that. Say
Well-
yes.
it. I support you and trust you.
Preparing for whatever comes in the morning before you.
Matt,
Yeah.
when he's sure that everyone is asleep in the middle of the night, Orym knocks on Nana Mori's door.
She also gonna make a deal? She also gonna make a deal? Do it. Orym, so his deal is gonna be like.
So you
That'd be awesome.
gently tiptoe down through the tree, hearing the sound of thousands of gentle crickets just clicking away throughout the boughs and the leaves. You get to the edge of the collection's door. And as you're about to knock, you hear a distant voice further down the tree go,
You're up and around.
You turn and look, and right back where you tiptoed past, without even hearing her approach, her lumbering footsteps, always a sign of her arrival, she is just standing still at the base of the branch that leads out to the collection, arms folded in front and just looking right at you.
It's not often something sneaks past my attention. That's impressive.
You are in my domain after all.
That's valid. I actually was looking for you.
Whatever for?
Well, the way I understand it, from what Fearne tells me, is you can help people.
I can.
You make deals.
If it suits.
Okay. Well, my friends are all pretty amazing. The things they can do can't even fit it all in my head. And I mean, I'm really good with a sword. But I'm a little nervous I'm not ready for what we're about to do tomorrow.
None of you are ready for what you're about to do tomorrow.
The point is, I feel maybe the least ready in our group. And I want to see this through. I want to get it done, what we're setting out to do, and I want to get them back. Fearne, I want to get Fearne back.
Of course.
And all of them. So, if you can somehow make me better at protecting them, or stronger, strong's not the right word, more capable at what I do, I might agree to a lot.
Her attention drifts from your eyes past your shoulder to look beyond.
I would follow that.
You turn to look, and as you turn, you see her now standing on the opposite side of you with a table set in front of her. Her hands clasped as she places a singular lantern upon the table, a flickering white light within. The glow of the tree, the interior of the manor itself fading to black all around until it's just the two of you, face to face.
Your passion is to protect your friends, yes?
My friends, your granddaughter. I don't know if there's a friends and family discount, but
And what do you have to offer, little Ashari?
well, if I see them all through and we get it done, I'll serve you.
You hear her sniff through the kind of alien lack of true nostrils. And as she does, you feel these, like, leaves and vines that you didn't even notice had kind of grown from your armor, kind of detach and float through a breeze towards her. She goes,
You smell of the touch of divinity. That makes you enticing. Well,
she kind of glances around into the shadows surrounding.
now that Fearne's all grown up and might be finding her own way, it does get a bit lonely here in the manor. Maybe it'd be nice to have a caretaker.
These have to be worded just right. Imogen said, that's if we see it through. Everyone at Bell's Hells makes it back. And we see it through. That's an easy trade.
Every one of you makes it back. And you see this through.
Back alive. Happy, safe, and healthy.
to start happy to return happy. And I think health is in varying states. Return at least as you are.
Return alive.
Very well. Her hand flickers across the lantern, carries the flame with it, and extends it towards you.
My payment is in advance.
How else am I to ensure you uphold your end of the deal? I want success as much as you do. I also like a little business on the side.
He reaches his infinitely tiny hand up into her massive one.
She clasps around it, and you feel almost like your feet are pelt off the ground and dangle for a moment as she lifts you up. The cold flame against your hand seems to shrink into your skin, and you feel that cold sensation snake through your veins, like someone had just run freezing water through them. Your entire body shivers. You feel what hairs you have stand up on end, and you can't make a sound, as if you feel like a brain freeze sensation crawl over your mind. And she releases your hand. In that moment, you're standing back in the warm interior of Ligament Manor, just in front of our newly named Sir, what was it? Pushbowl. Sir Pushbowl. She steps back.
Well, I wish you the greatest of luck. And I look forward to our future together.
You approach and can see there are a number of figures that begin to walk up towards Allura and your troop as you arrive. Most of them flanked by or being followed by at least 15 soldiers each. You see one figure, it looks to be a male orc man, the kind of thin, very handsome, with this kind of well-kept chin-strap beard that comes to 2 points at the edges of his rather chiseled jawline. His dark hair kind of coiffed up in a curl before the kind of gray sides come in. And you see his tusks on each side have rings that are embedded in them. He wears this long red and purple robe that is intricate designs all across it and a number of rings on each finger. One of the other figures that approaches a little bit behind you see is a female silver dragonborn who is missing an arm. She is armored with massive chest plate, long cloak, and you can see is wearing upon the tabard in front symbol of the Council of Taldore. And then beyond them to the right, you see another figure, an elderly human man of dark red-brown skin. He looks, his colors of gray, kind of balding hair and beard make him look old at a distance. But as he approaches, you can see as he walks with this like large cloth mantle across his chest, and you get glimpses of his arms and his chest. He is massively ripped. He is just the most muscular old man you've ever seen. And as he begins to walk, you see the soldiers that walk alongside him themselves also wear similar like red and white colored tabards and robes around them, and they themselves are also extremely physically fit.
Like a Sylvan?
The colors of their banners do have a Sylvan textures to them, and you can see the Stormlord symbols adorning parts of their
Felt that coming.
Allura says, "Just a moment, please wait here. I need to make.
Wait, are you gonna go talk to them?
I'm going to make your introductions."
Oh.
Introductions now. Okay.
And so she steps forward, and you can see them all kind of talk a bit with haste, some of them looking past and kind of taking you all in, some with mistrust or confusion, some just general curiosity. Many of the soldiers just kind of staying at the side, but you can see them all kind of... It's interesting. They don't see you as strangers. They look to you with an expectant curiosity. After some brief discussion, Ella returns back and says, but to that degree, I would like to bring amongst our council here our volunteer troop of experienced adventurers at the behest of the Council of Taldore, the Arcana Pansophical, and the Chamber of Whitestone. Bell's Hells, please.
Clap ourselves.
If I might introduce to you, we have amongst you from the hearts of Eshanador, Mythtaker Key Mandozi, and refers to the orc man who first approached, who gives a nod with a keen grin.
Mandozi.
Yeah, Key Mandozi. Like QI.
Yeah, that makes so much more sense.
Yeah.
Me too, like a fucking idiot.
No, it's just KUI.
The heraldry of the Taldore Council, Guardian Topher Bratoris.
Dopers!
And of the Vasselheim Bastions, here representing the Dawn Marshal, Earthbreaker Groon.
Let's go.
Members of the Blades of the Tempest.
I just kind of awkwardly start hovering.
They
Nearby.
eventually step away, and you watch her, like, sigh deeply, her lengthy coat of...
Just circle around till I'm in her periphery.
Hi, hello. Sorry, there's a lot going on.
Oh, yes. yes.
Laudna.
It's crazy. Yes,
Yes.
oh my god, you remembered my name.
Of course. What?
You're very pretty.
Wow.
I just couldn't. I noticed you seemed kind of distracted.
There's a lot going on in the world, right?
No, I know, it's crazy. Are you distracted because you like looking at us like, ooh, nostalgia and thinking of fonder times? Or is it because that feathered man who turned into a marble?
She glances by, and you can see now the direction that she kept kind of glancing off is the direction she looks, and it's directly towards the red beam of the Malleus Key, and you see as she looks off and kind of takes a deep breath without looking at you, she just says, we have to set him free.
Is that why you volunteered to come with us? To escort us to the base of the bridge?
No.
Insight check.
Sure.
Guidance.
Ooh, bad. Bad. 5.
She makes eye contact with you and says, because it's my responsibility as a protector of my people and the people of this world, I do this. And in doing so, hope to maybe help him too. There's a moment where you feel a hand on your shoulder. The minute it does, your vision goes white, and you see this like flash of a face in the clouds. Before you feel the grip of Earthbreaker Groon on your shoulder.
On Imogen?
On Imogen.
Threatening you?
We don't know. We don't know.
He's a vibe check.
Damn, protective.
Yes!
In his head. Can I help you?
You hear back in your head, not even his voice, but a voice. Sourceless, growling, and echoey. You have my eye. There is greatness in you. Do not let us down.